We are now in September of 2022, and something just came to memory that I'm going to have to dish out for in a couple of months' time. So, well, there's two things really, right? First off, I need to learn when I have to pay the loan back. I've got to pay this 5 mil back in 2 months, but that's fine because I can afford that, right? But at Christmas, we've got to pay out. Is it 4 months? Every person we have to dish out 4 months' salary. That is crazy. Christmas bonus, look at that. Okay, actually that's not too bad. The Christmas bonus is only 1.8 million. It's not bad. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Okay, right, first things first, we're at 90% approval rate and we have to do black gold. We've got everybody available, let's do it. What do we need? Ali ibn Nasir al Saud, King of Saudi. I'm glad to see you're alive and well, Mr. President. Do you like it here at my residence? Oh, it's beautiful, mate. Thank you so much for your kindness, Mr. President. My beloved brother Kadir told me you are a very good person. Now, it might not be his real brother. It might just be like a brother as in a friend. It could be his real brother. I would be honoured to call Kadir a brother to me as well. Okay, let's just play him some lip service. This is honey for my ears, Mr. President. I heard rumours of you and Kadir had a fallen out, but I do not trust venomous tongues. Gossip is a disease that leads to dissension. I do not trust rumours either. We are not so different after all, Mr. President. Can you imagine the President of the United States suing Crown Prince of Arabia? This is unthinkable. It will involve gathering evidence, bringing up records, establishing where the money came from. Right, what should we... Okay. This will not be necessary. Just give me it back. Of course it won't, Mr. President. I merely described a hypothetical situation. Forgive me if I went too far with my musings. And besides, I can offer you much more than a single oil rig. I am king after all. But even kings sometimes cry, Mr. President. And what's making you cry? Despite appearances, we are not a fairy tale kingdom. Some find my policies to be far too progressive. I'm called a soft king who does not follow the tenets of Wahhabism and spreads infidel culture instead of promoting Islam. I'm afraid that after my younger brother Kadir comes to power, the situation is only going to get worse. Kadir took American ideas to heart over the years of his study, and it will be the end of him. Before this happens, I must prove that Al Saud dynasty are the staunchest champions of Islam in the entire world. How are you going to prove this? Exclusively by civilized methods, Mr. President. A few charity schools, a couple of cultural projects, and other little things. All I ask for is that you approve of a few projects that will be as useful to you as they are useful to us. We will generously fund each and every one, and of course there will be a comparable donation to your charity foundation. If the projects succeed, you are welcome to take any of Kadir's rigs you consider yours. I don't think I'm going to agree to this. Nah, I'm not agreeing to this. Never say never. That's what a real American hero would say. I will instruct our ambassador to visit you and make a few interesting proposals. I hope for a fruitful partnership, Mr. President. Oh, I almost forgot. I ask you to conduct no more business with Kadir, regardless of how close you may have been in the past. His duty is to his family and his people now, and contacts with American past will do him more harm than good. I don't like this one bit. Fuck this guy. Mate, I'm not having all this fucking jibber jabber in my country. Sophie Light, power broker. Sir, another drink and she only works 6 months of the year. Sanam bint Sultan Al Saud, Ambassador of Saudi. Mr. President, King of Nazir Al Saud II conveys the best wishes to you. We plan to establish Muslim charity schools in several major US cities. If the Ministry of Education does not interfere with our program, we will allocate 300,000 for this noble cause and donate an equal amount to a charity fund as proof of our good intentions, Mr. President. Will you sign the decree? No, I won't. Listen, mate. Muslim charity schools. So what does that involve? Bro, we've got schools. We don't need Muslim schools. We've got a school that teaches fucking shit. We teach shit and that's all you need to fucking learn. No, I don't approve of that. The king is going to be disappointed. Well, he can be disappointed, can't he? Crack on. So this is the Crown Prince of Saudi. Old friend, look at us, a president and an heir to the king. It's not like I had any other options though, but you were a surprise to say the least. Mr. President, I hope you are not peeved with me for my teenage outbreak with the Derek. I've changed now. Now I have no thought of self, only care about my country. To show you this, I'm ready to give you back your toy in exchange for a small favour. Okay, what is the favour? Take the rig. Here we go. Here we go. This is what we need. Shit. We need passports. Right, let's have a look at this. We only need one passport for one person. My old friend, even the concerns about my kingdom future cannot distract me from thinking about the Black Diamond. It is the name of the best Terek stallion on my brother's stables. I could sing praises to Black Diamond's flank just as enthusiastically as Little Doc sings praises to female curves, but then anybody would know I am listening to his music. One way or another, I require your assistance. Diamond is going to compete soon. The race is a major event with plenty of foreign guests and frequent travel. With your specialist's help, anything can happen. Maybe even an unexpected disappearance of the most beautiful horse known to mankind. I'll get Black Diamond and you get a rig pumping black gold. Do you have anyone clever enough to pull this off? Who can pull this off? So what exactly do we need here? He's going to compete soon. The race is a major event with plenty of foreign guests and frequent travel. With your specialist help, anything can happen. Okay. Breaking and entering. We're just gonna have it. Just gonna steal it. Do you think? I think this guy can steal it. Is this guy good at stealing horses? This guy's no good. Sophie, nah. Troy? He's good at trolling on the internet. I don't think that's going to help us. Debbie. Writing articles, spreading rumours. Now as I'm sending Jacobo. Right, we need to get Jacobo a bish bash bosher. Right. Here you go, mate. I need that for next month. Okay, so what else do we have here? We've got to do return the cell phone. Because we've only got 1 month left on that. Mr. President, this is going to be awkward. Anyway, last night, me and Mr. Estaba went to a special party. Everything was top notch. Tony didn't lie when he said that girls from Texas are natural born riders. It was probably during the wild rodeo that I lost my cell phone. Just so you know, it contains all of my life. From my wife's number to the notes of the development of Canada up to 2030. Tony said that there's no point in going to Agibula, the party hostess. She will be happy to know a guest left her blackmail material. He suggested I come to you, said you will find a way out, maybe send a clever girl to the next party who will find and retrieve my phone. As far as I understand, unfamiliar men are not welcome at festivities. Mr. President, I promise I'll add your number to fear. Yeah. Oh, Sophie's on a fucking binge. Gonna have to be Alta, isn't it? Debbie? Connections, persuasion, behind the scenes negotiations, filing court cases. Spreading rumours, speaking with journalists, public attacks. Maybe Debbie? She's got to be clever, hasn't she? Clever girl. I'm going to send Debbie. I think this is a job for her. Bang. Mr. President, what about Andresi? You should kick them now before it's too late. Can we fire this moron? All he ever does is show off his incompetence. No. I actually do think I'm going to have to send these two on a fucking intervention or something. Because we did learn that last episode. It's going to cost me... Bruh. We're going to have to do it anyway, aren't we? This is not going to go away. Are these going to be gone for the month? Wait, before we do that though. What if I need to use them? The Vanishing President. Buddy, Face and I were never buddies, but we used to go to the same poker club, so if he's somewhere in Mexico with no pants and no memory of what happened after he scored that big bag of pure, then we ought to help him. Besides, the First Lady told me to look into it. What if Jew decided to switch sides again, from the right side back to the rotten establishment? We don't know anything yet, so I suggest we cover both the brains and the brawn, then you can't go wrong. Alvaro. Okay. Right, we need Alvaro. We need him rested. Alvaro. Brains. Ollie? I don't know about him. Ben? He does have elite connections, right? Wait there, what? We don't know anything yet, so I suggest we cover both the brains and the brawn. Ollie's pretty clever. I'm going to send Ollie. These two are a good team. They've worked together in the past. Let's go. Buddy, Ellie's worried because Old Faced hasn't been seen in public in a long time. As for me, I'm worried because our esteemed head of Secret Service seems really tense today for some reason. I don't know if you noticed, but your guards have been doubled. There's a sniper on the roof and they're changing passwords 3 times an hour. I can't keep track of them all. And in my experience, that level of diligence usually means someone has already screwed up big time. Hyde's just outside your office, so let's find out what he knows. Oh no, the president is in danger. What? Sir, are you alright? Ha, just messing with you, Hyde. Guys, stand down. Mr. Estaba, you do realise this is serious. Okay, so what is serious? Hyde, what's got you so wound up? Are you hiding something? Hiding something from your Commander-in-Chief? We know what you did, Two-Faced, and that the President will not fall into your hands so easily. That's an insult to my professionalism. The role of the Secret Service is to protect the President at all costs. We are true patriots, and we do it with integrity. Tell me why you're beefing up security, that's an order. Sir, yes, sir. I am following strict protocol which includes not putting President under unnecessary stress after the circumstances are clarified. And the circumstances surrounding Mr. Faced are still not clarified. I knew it. So, what happened to Faced? He's missing. Well, I know that. Sir, Faced is just as adept at eluding surveillance as Vice President Estaba, and he's taught all the servants in his house how to help him fool us. He can get away from the Secret Service if he wants to. We addressed them in the command tone, but they all just went out of their way to defy us. How would you protect someone who doesn't want your help? He's been leaving coverage more often lately, and we don't know the reason why. We think he may be somewhere in Mexico or Hawaii. Yes, it's possible. As you can see, there's probably nothing to worry about, but once the newspaper started making a fuss, we had to take action. Any news of Secret Service shortcomings might give some hotheads the wrong idea. Who knows where that could lead? What else do you know? Not much, sir. The former president has had a wild lifestyle since the divorce. My men are checking every brothel and bordello in the country, and as soon as we get anything solid, I'll let you know. It's an honour, sir. I'll resume my duties. Oh man, did you see that? In my day, the Secret Service was top of the line. This is a disgrace. I don't care what Hyde said. Faced never missed 2 meetings in a row at the poker club. I say we track them down ourselves. Maybe we can find some evidence that our valiant protectors missed. We could also try talking to his staff. I remember Face bragging about how his driver, Fred, was helping him dodge Secret Service surveillance. Maybe one of your people can convince Fred that our intentions are good and get him to talk. What should we do? I don't have anyone to do that, actually. What can Ollie do? I could hack into his computer and look for clues. Look for hiding places in Faith's bedroom. Both options are a bit shit, to be honest. Thing is, though, I'm actually realistically, I don't really have a choice because if I do find Faith, I'm gonna need Alvaro to help save him. So I have to use Ollie for this. Back into his computer, what can we find? Chief, just because Mr. Face can evade the Secret Service doesn't mean he can keep the secrets from me. The laptop in his house was clearly a diversion meant for the Secret Service. Judging by a close inspection, Sir Face only used it to play online chess, answer fan mail, and buy flowers for his dates. However, one detail still seemed interesting. Lately, he's regularly ordered flowers and expensive wine from the same address. I looked it up, it's his ex-wife. Maybe we should talk to her. Buddy, as soon as I heard Face had been visiting his ex, I decided to give her a call. Even if I asked, Wendy would never say anything over the phone, so I pretended we were having a reception honouring prominent White House women and invited her to visit. Her voice sounded sad, but she said she was happy to come. Can't say no to the White House. Talk to her. Well, like, you talk to Ellie. Don't ask me, First Ladies. I don't understand them at all. There she is. Face sure had a way with women, always did. Hello, Mr. President. Thank you for inviting me. It's an honour. I'm getting straight to the point. You seem sad, Miss Gardner. Is something wrong? You tell me. So I take it there won't be any awards. Why am I here? Is Face with you now? We've been divorced a long time. Why would he be with me? Wendy, we're not being overheard right now. I checked personally. We just want to know if old Jew is right and not the same at the Porter. It's not the same at the Porter Club without him. Well, honestly, he said we shouldn't advertise our relationship yet, that it might put me in jeopardy, that he would first clear his name and then he'd be worthy of me, old Jew. What do you mean, clear his name? I don't know. He said he couldn't tell me that he was protecting me. I trust you because Jew wanted to help you. Yes, he's gone. I haven't talked to him in 12 days and 22 hours. Oh, he couldn't. He couldn't just leave me. Not now that we got back what we lost. What did he want to help us with? Well, it was this amendment idea of yours. It really inspired him at first, but the more he looked into it, the more worried he got. You never said what he was going to do or how he would help anything. All he said was, if I go missing, tell the reliable people, brokerage stock 118.239. You'll know better than I do what that means. He must have been afraid of, our future, or it could have made him do something desperate. You kept saying that we were about to get a fresh start, that he might not have the power, but he had the information. You know, he even wrote a memoir. This all sounds like just another face death bluff. He's certainly a gamble for trusting you. I know that the chair changes people. I'll only hope you're still a man by the end of your term. And now this guy's fucking doing something stupid. Hey buddy, Wendy and Face are back together. I knew it couldn't have been over between them. That old bastard worshipped her. Never let anyone say a bad word about her. And that was even after all the problems she'd given him, juggling a divorce in the middle of a presidential term. We found out that Brockbridge, Stoke is a private depository outside of town, and 118.239 is a locker number. It's an unusual place that it takes a while to get inside. They value anonymity so highly that the staff never sees their clients' documents or their faces. There's one key for each titanium safe deposit box, kept by the owner. Shall we send someone to see what secrets Face kept there? A drone? We have to use Alvaro. Right, sneak into the warehouse and carefully open the safe deposit box. Sir, it's a strange place. No signs, no ID. It's deserted. There's alarms everywhere, but no cameras. Getting to cell 118239 without getting spotted was difficult, but I remembered all my combat skills for your sake. The lock was scratched up, like someone had been messing with it recently. The compact bolt grinder that Mr. Estaba gave me got through it in about 6 minutes. Unfortunately, it was all for nothing. There's nothing inside, not even dust. What? Buddy, I heard Faith's safe deposit box was empty as his heart. Haven't you heard the news yet? That bastard dumped Wendy. Charlie Tufik just released an investigation that proved very convincingly that Faith changed his identity and fled to a third world country. He also sold out America's secrets for his own benefit. Plus, it turns out the FBI had been probing him on some old corruption charges, so the coward finally ran with his tail between his legs. No, I know. Jew fought like a demon in the Worcester case, but nobody had any proof back then. But what does it matter now? I'll buy Wendy some flowers, a woman like that, and all alone. I bet you will. So what did that actually... What the fuck was the point of that? That was a complete waste of time. A lot of people don't like living in the United States. It's all because society is so intolerant. Goddamn establishment are making our lives unbearable. Nah. People disappear off the streets. What the fuck is... What is this tweet? Right, I don't like living in the United States, blah blah blah. The intelligence services are all up in our personal lives. The goddamn establishments are making our lives unbearable. That's no reason to abandon our loved ones. Is there any way... But it's no reason to abandon our loved ones. Only together we can fix America. Bang. That sounds like a fucking legendary tweet. It was alright. Where's President Face? Don't believe the journalists, do you? So what this? We got fuck all out of this. Well, we got... All we managed to get from that was fucking loads of stress in 0.4 favour. The fuck was the point of that? I wonder if we could have solved it in a different way. Like, you know, like if we had brought different people round, could we actually have found Face? I don't really care, to be honest. Ellie, First Lady, darling, you're not going to like it. Mila just called me, even though we agreed she would do this only under extreme circumstances. She said she wanted to move Adam to California, closer to the ocean. That's what her doctor said. She found a house for $2 million. That's quite some money. I know you will say she's mooching off us, but I'm starting to feel this too. But it's our son she's talking about. 2 mil. I didn't bother just to have a 2 mil house on me. Fuck off, man. Mate, bro, what? Why has this girl got our son again? Lads, can anybody explain to me why this girl's got our son? Because I haven't got a fucking clue. Why don't we have our son? Ellie, the child's well-being is at stake. Of course we'll give her money. Sorry, you don't need 2 mil to make sure our kid's okay. Make her sell the house we bought for her. The money should be enough for a no-frills accommodation in California. Ellie, yeah, exactly. Ellie, you're overindulging her. It's time we got tough on Miller. Just taking the piss. It's all very well to say that. You're not the one talking to her. Whenever I hear Adam's voice in the background, all the rational arguments go out the window. Alright, let's bring Miller down to earth. I'll feed her some lie about FBI surveillance and charity fund being under investigation. Fuck Miller, who the fuck's this bitch? Antonio Estaba. Holy crap, buddy. The whole uproar over sleepyhead syndrome just died down. And now we've got a new bug straight out of a secret China's lab. They call it the papilloma pox. I saw a pic of it on the web and it scared the shit out of me. It starts with a couple of warts, then your skin gets all covered in growths. I was checking out the new cleaning lady with the killer rack and I saw something kind of suspicious on her. It looked like the early stages of the disease. I'm too young to get covered in scales, bud. How about we vaccinate the whole White House from the top down? A lot of folks might complain, but everybody knows all them anti-vaxxers are nuts. Nobody listens to them anyway. Now we're not doing that. Wanda Black, head of the International Affairs Department. The residents of Brooklyn neighbourhood have been complaining about an increase in crime recently. Sir, many people looked into it and it turns out there are only 3 police beats in the whole neighbourhood. Apparently, the builder of an elite apartment building asked Joe White, the local chief of police, to post more cops near his respectable new block, so all the uniforms got sent there. Should I force the prick into retirement before the rumours about his corruption damage the whole government? So what's happening here? Joe White, the local chief of police, to post more cops near his respectable new block. All uniforms got sent there. That is ridiculous. Yeah, you don't need police in neighbourhoods that are fucking actually not going to be fucking full of crime. You need them in the ones that do have crime, so... Fuck him. Force him into retirement. Bang. Bada boom, bada bing. Right, next. Regulate video games. This'll be a laugh. So this is Robert Greedy, Secretary of Health. Mr. President, it's about time we put an end to the video game mania. There are millions of Americans who play these games 24/7, endangering their health as well as their immortal souls. We need a lawyer and a journalist. We can't do it. To study video game reviews to come up with a truly historic document for you to sign. I'm not going to sign it anyway, but I need Debbie on that, so I can't do that. Protect nature. Oh shit, 3 people. Mr. President, who's it? Yakhto Rashid, head of the Natural Resources Defense Council. Mr. President, the press is forever banging on about Chinese and American industries causing the most carbon dioxide emissions. It's so offensive. China is willing to fight pollution in principle, but it bothers them that we're not taking a stand. They don't want to risk economic growth all on their own. I suggest you issue a decree to radically reduce harmful emissions. That way we'll set a new international trend to be environmentally friendly. We're going to need people to draft the decree and someone who loves nature. I bet you Ben loves nature. Probably going to need Debbie for that as well, aren't we? But we'll leave this for now. And the good thing is... Yeah, I'll leave these 2 now. We've got plenty of time to do these. Actually need Debbie for both of them, I think. And plus, I need to get these guys... At the end of this episode, I'm going to arrest Alvaro, Jacob and Ollie, so they're all fresh, and Sophie's coming back next. Right, Australian a million. Helen and Nugent. Mr. President, can you describe how you felt when you received $1 million for nothing? I'll tell you what it felt like to lose $1 million for nothing. I don't think of it as money. There you have it. Well, to me personally, every single Australian cent in my account is money, and let's not pretend that we're using these accounts for what they were intended. You just haven't been caught yet. I've been a little less lucky. The whole ugly tale was hushed up, of course, but we all use those accounts the same way. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't handle my foundation's money. So you'll be open about it. If someone finds anything suspicious in the foundation's records, like you're being with me, that doesn't make sense. In the meantime, please enjoy all your good fortune, and I'll pretend to believe you, and I'll get to the point. This little shit who caused all this mess knew what he was doing. We didn't learn much. All we know is where the money ended up, in your charity among others. I'm very sorry for your loss. That's very kind. Your condolences are most valuable than any money, and really I can't accept them. How about something simpler, a little favour perhaps? Unfortunately, my men haven't made much progress on this case. The investigation stalled when we learned that the thief acted alone. I'll give you all the information we have in case your American specialists have any ideas. The way I see it, it's my financial security, but it's both our reputations at stake. And just think, if we catch the bastard, we'll get information on accounts all over the world. I don't have to tell you what a treasure that would be. Consider it an internationally coordinated investigation, but a secret one between just you and me. I'll try, but I can't promise anything. I recommend you think about all those zeros, or perhaps I should say advantages. Help me, and don't be such a bludger. I'll send you all the information I've got. Thank you by stopping by. What's the repercussions of just keeping it? Identifying the Robin Hood. Oh, I need a passport for that. I'm glad I did that, actually. I was right, bud. Your co-worker there got the papillona pox too. Too bad we didn't get vaccinated in time. Now the press are over. Oh, fuck me. Mate, you're just making up diseases? How? Lads, every fucking month this guy fucking brings a new disease to me. How? Wait, there's just no scientific fucking proof, man. You just got, oh, there's fucking Asian papillona pox. Oh, there's the Jamaican wagwan fucking scabies. Like, mate, this all sounds fucking made up to me. Wanda Black, head of the International Affairs Department. Mr. President, after Brooklyn Police Chief Joe White retired, the beat cops started going to bat for him. They say NYPD has been short-staffed for years. Ah, fuck off, man. Ellie, First Lady. I've been known to use some foul language in my day, hun, but the way people have been talking around here recently, I don't want to repeat any of it, but I'll just say, parents should cover their kids' ears with... Lily, come here. Hey. No. 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 There's nought going on. No need to bark. Is there? Is there, you little rat? Now, chill out. Right. Where were we? Yeah, kids' ears when they walk into the White House. My psychologist Martha told me about something called corporeal. It's like a disease or wherever you can't stop swearing. I think I've got that. Well, if it's a disease, that means it should be cured, right? A whole team should have a session with Martha, hun. I bet she'll wash their mouths out with soap. I think it would be beneficial, actually. Prince Robert, heir apparent to the British throne. Oh, this prick again. When I was a lad, I used to dream of going to Disneyland, sir. And like any British prince, I never ended up making it there. I just heard that a charity event is going to be held at Disneyland in honour of the new show, Just Romance, on Chic Shock. Alas, I shall never be able to explain to Mummy, my wife, or my country why a prince should wish to abandon matters of state and go to Disneyland. You're my only hope. I don't suppose you can invite me to some manner. I don't care, mate. I'm sick of your shit. Fuck off, man. This guy, I hate him. I give him one benefit of the doubt, right? I'm sure it backfired. Mate, why am I paying for you to come to Disneyland, bruh? That's what you've got the royal family for. The royal family, the fucking richest of the fucking rich. And you want to go to Disneyland on somebody else's money. That's fucking maximum levels of cuntishness. Right, identify the Robin Hood. What do we need for this? Mr. President, my men still haven't found the bastard who stole a bunch of money. If you gained access to my bank accounts, who knows what other bits of interesting data he has and how dangerous they may be if they fall into the wrong hands. Let's not beat about the bush. I suggest we conduct a small international investigation. Just us, the heads of states, without getting our secret services involved. Send me your analyst, Ollie. And I'll make sure they get access to everything we've got. Analyst. He's an analyst, right? So I need to get him a passport. No, I'm doing the wrong thing here. Shit, I nearly did the wrong thing. Right. Let me tell you, hon, if I had a nickel, you do things for people and they just don't appreciate it. Right in the middle of the session, mother... Fuck no! No! Fuck that. Nah. Ollie left. Fuck, lads, I'm not doing that, lads. It's not happening. Fucking I fucking wish my fucking stupid fucking cunt face of a wife would stop doing stupid fucking shit. Don't ask me for anything, right? Because it just ends in fucking tragedy. The two guys that I've got for the fuck this, man. Fuck off. Restart the month. Lads, I didn't give a fuck, right? That's not happening. It's actually fucking stupid, this. Actually stupid. Most ridiculous thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. Jeez, man. Oh my days. I cannot believe that is that's just happened. See what I'm going to do, lads, right? I'm going to see you back in like a second. I'm going to get back to the place that I was, just so you don't have to watch all this shit again. Right, lads, then. I'm back. I went through all that again. I made all the same choices, all the ones that gave me the negative thing. The only thing I didn't do was my my wife's stupid idea for making people not swear at the office. Because what that's going to do is that's going to tip Ollie and Alvaro over the edge, and then they're going to be stressed out and they're both going to leave. I can't have that. I'm not fucking about with that. Like, right, so I'm getting Jacob a passport. Ollie's getting a passport. We are regular video games. We can't do that. Lawyer and a journalist. Debbie's there. Protect nature. We need Debbie for that as well, so we can't do that. Now, identify the Robin Hood. We need a passport for this. Mr. President, my men still haven't found the bastard who stole a bunch of my money. If he gained access to my bank account too, no. Oh no, this is what we need Ollie for. Your analyst. So I need Ollie for that. Right, so we actually can't do anything else this episode. Now, what I need to do is before we go into next month, because I can't mess this up again. We need him on vacation. Ollie on vacation. These are very important. I want to put Jacob on vacation as well, because all these have got jobs to do. Good. Right. Come on then. Whew. Next month. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking. Pay the man. So is it this month I've got to pay my loan back? 92.9%. That's okay. That's fine. 12.3 mil. And we've got more money coming in. October 2022. Yep, mil coming in. Happy days. Give me the money. Chief, I got a big batch of passports today. I'm ready to go wherever. Good. Mr. President, I now can deal with your enemies outside of the United States. Now, return the cell phone. Debbie, did it work? Oh, it looks like it did. Mr. President, your Debbie is worth 2. No, 3 girls from Texas. She wrote in some guy she was looking for a dominatrix at the sex party and made him crawl over every inch of the floor. Some of the other guests agreed to join in the fun. Eventually, they found the cell phone between the sofa cushions. I had to delete a few pictures of somebody's genitalia, but it's such a non-issue compared to the absolute dicking I thought I was going to get. Call me anytime. No matter the problem, I will always be there for you, and don't even thank me for this humble token of gratitude. 300,000. It wasn't really worth it, was it? 300,000. Sir, I've been working for you for a long time. I'm old to have a wife. Yes, you're definitely getting a pay rise, mate. You're a fucking top boy. White House reception liaison. The President of Chile is here for a reception, sir. He brought a bottle of wine and is insisting that it be uncorked and served to the guest at once. He says his country makes better wine than France, but we just don't invest much in advertising. But the contents of the bottle seem a little murky to me. Should I have Chilean wine served to our guest? Nope. I don't trust anybody. Especially not since everyone... Remember when somebody sent pizzas to us and they were actually poisoned? But because I thought that, I was just like, oh, I'll give it to the homeless. And then all the homeless died. I mean, I suppose we killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We like reduced America's homeless problem and didn't get poisoned. Brilliant. Prince Robert is coming to visit the US again. What brings the British heir to our shores? Hunting and modern American culture, or could it be something more? This question is tantalizing. The prince's numerous followers. Well, he's not coming on my behalf because I denied him. Our lives are not garbage. It's the slogan of the garbage men protest in DC. Didn't you know this business is brutal? Solage Verdot. I've never heard that before. Mr. President, my friend ad vitam. I don't know what ad vitam means, but mon ami means my friend. My friend forever, maybe. Alvaro Guadro. Sir, should you know how maddening it is to work with Ollie? It's impossible to relax around him. He's constantly talking about work, checking messages on his phone and making sure I'm wound up to relax. By the end we're fighting as usual. Please don't send us on any more missions together. What the fuck? President of Chile was clearly offended that you refused to open his gift, sir. He spent the entire evening criticising the wine we were serving. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Ellie, the election is only a month away, hon. It's too late to save the campaigns of candidates who are already dead in the water, but there are some who are guaranteed to get re-elected and are ready to work with you. Amir Usmani. Cracker, sir, White House digital security is not a small thing. I haven't faced such difficulties for a while, but I hacked it. Before reporting me your security service, I suggest you think about hiring me. I'll hire you. Garbage crisis. The thing is, alright, I might fire Ollie. I know Ollie's my boy, but then again, Ollie's my only analysis. How do you say that word? Analyst. Estaba. You know, bud, if we poked our noses out of our offices and cars every now and then, we'd realise Washington stinks to high heaven. That's right. The whole city is overflowing with trash because the garbage collectors are on strike. We used to have 5 different companies hauling our trash away, but about 6 months ago, a 6th one showed up, Clean Sweep. Press is saying the dude who runs Clean Sweep, who runs CW. Is that a mistake? Because that's CS. Has ties to the mob and wants to take over the whole dank business. His competitors' cars have been going up like Christmas trees one after another, and the price of trash collection is dropping like it's Black Friday. In a word, it's a big mess. I'm sure the mayor's office can solve the problem eventually, but what are we supposed to do until then, bud? The whole neighbourhood is full of trash, and reporters from rival nations have already started using pics of the White House with overflowing dumpsters in the background for their dang propaganda. We gotta save face, buddy. The home of the President of the United States is supposed to be photogenic, right? We've gotta do something. What are we going to do about the trash? We collect the trash and dump it in front of Brexit consulate. We plan a special event called the Vice President Takes Out the Trash. We plan a special event called the Vice President Takes Out the Trash. Bang, that's a fucking great idea. Taking out the trash is my middle name, bud. To get the whole sticky mess cleaned up right quick, I had a bunch of volunteers burn the trash near the White House. What? You can't do that, mate. You can't just burn rubbish. Sure, DC is a smog city now. The fog is so thick you can't see past the lawn of the White House windows, but the trash is history. Sure, reporters from Russia, China and Venezuela and Cuba have been going in and on about environmental disaster, this and that, the last gasp of late-stage capitalism. But what do they know about modern recycling methods? Oh, you fucking fool. Why did I do that? The situation on the streets of Washington DC only confirms that the situation in the minds of our politicians isn't the better. This is especially evident in regard to the president's own administration. The area around the White House is beating every record in the book when it comes to unsanitary conditions. This guy straight up just had a bonfire. Anthony Rowe. Mr. President, I went for a stroll around the city over Labour Day weekend and was surprised to see so many people working. Clerks, cab drivers, waiters, people in the service industry work as hard as anybody else, and they're expected to work through the holidays too. Don't you think we should make up for this inequality by giving them a little bonus? What if they all got $100 for working on Labour Day? It's not much, but it's still nice. Will you sign the executive order? For who? Right, wait there. No. No! Listen, if you're a cab driver and you choose to work on a fucking holiday, that's because it's a fucking monopoly. Fuck off. Groznia Kowalski, Professor of Landscape Design. Mr. President, the spookiest day of the year is coming, Halloween. I don't have to rack my brains over how to decorate the White House this year. I just thought of Creepy Pie. He's got the entire country scared stupid. The weird face he made when they arrested him because of scary meme for at least 2 hours. I was thinking, what if we decorated a promenade in the White House garden with Creepy Pie? No, we're not doing that. It's too fucking soon. It's too soon, bro. Another fourth. The Queen of Great Britain. Fuck off, man. I hate you already. Mr. President, it's 9 AM and I read the paper with my secretary's annotations while bagpipers play under the palace windows for 15 minutes. After that, I have breakfast with my son, then go walking the dogs with the king. Oh, well, isn't that just a fantastic fucking day in the woods? And so every day, just as my mother, grandmother and great-grandmother have always done, you may think it's all terribly boring, but believe me, the stability of the monarchy is the key to the prosperity of all Britain. And now that the stability is in jeopardy, I come to you because I am in need of help, and you are in need of a new friend. Come and see me. I don't care. Listen, do you know I care? I care about... I don't know. What do I actually care about less than the fucking Queen? Very little. Sorry lads, I'm just actually putting my foot warmer on because my feet are a little bit cold, and this thing is the fucking tits, lads. I can highly recommend it. I got this thing off, actually I got it as a present. Mum bought it as a present. It's like a big foot. It's a big foot. It's like a big sock, right? But it's electric and it heats up. put both feet in it, and my god. Best present I've ever received. Right, so the Queen wants help, does she? Well, unfortunately, I don't actually care. I care less about the Queen than dust on the road. Right. Whew, we've got a lot of shit going on. Right, wait there. We've got a lot of shit going on here. Right, so let me think. We don't make any mistakes. These guys have now got passports. So we've got to take the rig. Bang. I'm selling Jacobo on this because to get Black Diamond you need a rig pump black gold. Do you have anyone clever enough to pull this off? I think Jacobo. Breaking and entering, sniper skills, surveillance, contract assassination. Clever. Yeah. Oh, fuck this, lads. Fuck it, do it. I got him set because breaking and entering, I was going to steal a horse. That's what this guy's doing. Bang. Send it. What did I get Ollie for? Mr. President, a trail of tuna sandwich crumbs led me to Debbie's office. Huh? Debbie's office. He denies everything. Debbie's a female, mate. But you can't fool me that easily. Just, lads. Lads, your issues are fucking pathetic. Do you know all these issues? Like, if I was the president, I get everyone in the room and say, yeah, every one of you little cunts, right? If I have to hear about your fucking pettiness again, I want to get Jacobo to put a bullet in the back of every one of you fucking heads. Do you like it? No? Then shut the fuck up. That's what they get. Right. Okay, where are we going? What do I need Ollie for? Identify Robin Hood. That's what we need the analyst for, isn't it? Analyst. Bang. Bang. Send it. Cowboy, I look pale. Can I sunbathe on the White House lawn? Oh my god, I would love to see that. I so pale. Have you seen that video of the news anchor that doesn't know she's being filmed and she's talking to her friend? She's looking at herself in the camera. She's like, I so pale. Can I sunbathe on the White House lawn? Do you know what it is? Like, yes, because I want to see it. Because you damn fine. Troy Glover, Mr. President, Debbie keeps raiding my sandwiches. Yesterday she even asked for the recipe. Do I have to put an alarm on my lunchbox now? How long is this going to go on? I don't give a fuck, mate. I'd sack this guy. I might just sack this guy. Because I don't care. I don't care. He's useless. Really. Okay. I needed Alvaro for something, didn't I? Or did I? Settle a conflict. Let's have a look at this. So we need 3 people. Paul Gordon. Sir, I don't think I've come here to squeal to the boss. If they call me a snitch, so be it. Mr. Gilliard has disgraced us in front of our Indian colleagues. During a press briefing, the Secretary of State spoke so enthusiastically about the security in the region that he snapped a pencil made from the seedling of the sacred Bodhi tree. The very same tree under which Gautama Buddha attained enlightenment. You should have seen the look on their usually calm and friendly faces. They didn't say anything, of course, but now reports on American diplomats are largely critical. The press increasingly highlights our department's failures, and it's becoming more and more difficult to hold successful talks under these circumstances. Mr. Gilliard denies it, but I know that all the bad rumours are coming from India. Perhaps you should send a negotiator to appease the Indian diplomat corps and a few skilled PR experts. Okay. I could send Alta, Sophie, negotiator, Debbie, Alta and Sophie. The only issue is if I do that, Sophie might go on a fucking binge. Right. Alta. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Oh shit, wait there. Return the money in 1 month, that's fine. Right. Let's do that. Before I forget. Alter. Sophie better not go on a fucking bender. And Debbie. Oh, it's the fucking finest of the fine. The fucking India's gonna love these. Look, we've got all of the races, all of skin colours like combined. Alta, Sophie, Debbie. Bang, right, they're getting passports next month. Happy days. So that's settling a conflict. I don't need passports for anybody else for anything else now, so that's good. Destroy the sculpture. We need to do this month, so what's happening here? Mr. President, Archie Wister recently purchased an entire building on Sherman Avenue, and we along with the press were racking our brains as to why. All was revealed when they decorated the building for Halloween. It was to get you. It has now become the home of America's greatest villain, and people from all over the state come to snap pictures with one of 13 wax sculptures of you. Each one depicts a famous maniac or criminal. It's hard to believe that anyone could hate you so much they bought an entire building for such a prank. We told Wister to put an end to the farce, and he replied by posting a selfie of himself giving the finger on Twitter. What a bastard. But do you know what? I happen to notice an AC panel in the background. If someone could get to that and turn the temperature up, who knows what would happen to all those offensive sculptures. Andresi. Alvaro. It's either Alvaro or Andresi. Him because he's a hacker, but AC units. Oh, it's a tough one, this. Now let's think. What a bastard. Do you know what happened? Notice an AC panel. I want to send Andresi. It seems... Well, wait before I do that. Let's see if we need anybody else. Get a diamond. Mr. President, I don't like to sing my own praises, but I'm quite well known among wealthy connoisseurs of valuable items. I've managed to obtain many items from Mr. Feist, and it's he who recommended I bring my problem to you. A client recently mentioned that back since the time of the founding fathers, a red diamond has been buried beneath a house in South Carolina. I can't be more specific about the location just yet. He's willing to pay you very handsomely for it, but there are a couple of problems. The first is that the exact coordinates of where the diamond was buried have been lost. So the house and all its extensions will most probably have to be demolished. The other problem is that the house is a place of historic interest and located on state land. I have a proposition for you. I'll disclose the location of the house and you get the diamond for a percentage of its sale price. I think we're going to require a very skilled expert on real estate and cultural property laws. Can you find the right person? That's Debbie. Debbie. Right. I can send Debbie, it's going to cost 2. Then next episode I can spend money to reduce her and send her on another mission. It's the only way. Because I can't put her in... Okay, so that's Debbie for that. I think so. And all these have got plenty of time to do. Right, let's do it. Get a diamond. Debbie. Bang. And we'll spend money on her next episode. Done. Bang. Send her. Right. Destroy the sculpture. I'm gonna send Alvaro. Andresi. fuck? I'm gonna send it Andrezi. It's technology. I know. What if he doesn't know how to use an AC panel? You know, I'm gonna fuck lads. I'm just gonna tell you now, right? I'm gonna make a fucking backup with me save. I don't give a fuck. I'm save scumming this to bits. 2 seconds. I'm save scumming this to bits just in case. I didn't want to risk losing it all. Bang. Done. Come here, baby. Right. Continue. Andrezi, you better be able to fucking work an AC unit. Okay, what else can we do? Regulate video games. I needed altar for this, didn't I? We need a lawyer and a journalist. That's fine. Fine, because I've got 9 days left on that. Tame the animals. Mr. President, the United States will soon have many pets as it does people. There are entire industries working with cats and dogs and billions are spent dealing with strays. It needs to end. I suggest you issue a decree to radically reduce the number of cats, dogs, kittens and puppies in the United States. To make the document legit, we need a lawyer and someone who hates animals. Hates animals. Who hates animals? So we can't do that either. Protect nature. Everything's about nature. I suggest you issue a decree to radically reduce the harmful emissions. That way we'll set a new international trend to be environmentally friendly. We're going to need people to draft the decree and someone who loves nature. Again, we need Debbie. So we can't do any of these now. Let's do the royal visit. Mr. President, it's a pleasure to welcome you to my palace. You may kiss my hand. Let's not do that. An American president hasn't kissed the Queen's hand since 1783. Kissing the Queen's hand is just a rule of etiquette. I had heard you were a proper gentleman, at least by American standards. It seems I am disappointed. Well, be disappointed, bitch. Listen, you are just held up. There's no water left in your body. You are just a statue of dust. When will you pass? The gentlemen around here are not doing the trick. You invited me here to kiss your hands. Exactly. I get the point. I invited you here to help me with my son, Prince Robert. I am told you crossed paths not long ago. Let me guess, he doesn't want to be a prince. I don't know if he wants to be a prince, but Robert no longer finds any time for all his monarchical duties. Robert is a married man, but now he's involved with Rita Heron, the actress from God Give Me Strength, the idiotic soap operas from Chick Shock. His computer is full of pictures of the tramp. She called her a tramp. Robert's wife is the only one left who has no idea. Well, so what? Why didn't she fucking leave him? Tell her. Like, just... So what? You sure you're not overreacting? Believe me, I'm not. If the press find out about this affair, we'll all be crucified. Robert is visiting the United States again, supposedly on a hunting trip. He tries his best to look like an avid hunter, although everyone knows what kind of game he's really interested in. I invited you here to ask a favour. Could you kindly make sure that the meeting is their last? Oh my god, do you want her assassinated? Why should I be the one to do it? First of all, because I can't solve the problem myself. The Queen doesn't have much power now as she did a century ago. This Queen is just a washed up piece of shit. No one gives a fuck, man. And secondly, given recent events, I'm sure you need allies. If you rid the royal family of this affliction, we shall be loyal friends. I'll see what I can do. I'm not guaranteeing anything. God bless you. There's Robert now. Oh, I hope he didn't overhear us. The only reason I'm saying I might do this is because I'm dying to assassinate somebody else. Maybe you can invite my son to go hunting someone with this Rita, someplace where you can conceal everything and run a little special operation. I get him to Camp David between the cameras and my men. The area is under control. That's a fine plan. Robert to Camp David. Okay. Oh shit, it's happening now. Good morning, Mother. Hello, Mr. President. Glad to see you in Great Britain, the land of the greatest hunters. If you have the time, I'd be happy to show you my collection of rare rifles. I'd love to see the guns in action. I want to get him to shoot his lass. That sounds like a challenge. Are you inviting me to go hunting? I'm going to go to the United States today. I'm going to shoot an American antelope. Did you know that it's better to shoot deer in the brisket and elk in the shank? Even a lot of inexperienced hunters get that confused. We don't have antelopes in America. I'd like to invite you to my residence at Camp David for a hunt. Mr. President, invitation accepted. I think if the deer at Camp David knew that Prince Robert himself was on the way to them, they'd be prancing out of the woods and far away. You're very menacing. Thank you, Mr. President. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go train my hunting dog. I'll see you at Camp David. Oh, mate, Mr. President, as you can see, he's acting like a complete idiot. It's love, I can understand that. Understand me too then. Love is love and duty to the crown is paramount. I hope everything works out. Goodbye, Your Majesty. We'll see. We'll see. The stability of Great Britain is in your hands. Who gives a fuck about Great Britain, man? Nobody gives a fuck, man. Listen, I mean, I live in Great Britain. I live in England, the greatest of the great. And the Queen acts as if, like, if this is really how the Queen went on, actually, she's got no power whatsoever, man. Like, what? I didn't understand why anyone would do any favours for her. Nobody wants Great Britain on their side. What's Great Britain got to offer? Other than the English, the Irish and the Scottish. Alright. Mr. President, to emphasise the seriousness of my intentions, I would like to give you something of value. I hope you can find some sort of use for this piece of paper. Rights to an oil rig. Ooh. Rights to a stake in a Saudi Arabian oil company can be sold or used to retrieve solid dividends every month. Oh. So we've never even done anything for her and she's already given me that. Prince Robert. Mr. President, finally, I'm in the land of the freest and most beautiful people of the world, America. I'm going to ride horses, enjoy nature, and if I'm lucky, shoot a duck or two. I hope you don't mind. I've brought my childhood friend Rita to Camp David with me. She loves hunting. Lads, this is hilarious. Right. So, dozens of cam girls are currently standing in front of the Supreme Court dressed like schoolgirls, chanting, "Lock Brenton up, lock Brenton up." This Brenton is the owner of a website called Pornbug. He was recently accused of deceiving underage girls into doing porn. He was found not guilty, but there are lots of models who have been through the same thing, and they're out for blood. The worst part is they're surrounded by a horde of protective fans, and they could easily make it to the White House if they wanted to. Do you think we should support the girls before their fans tear the whole building down? Yes, we should. Sir, the President of Venezuela called an hour ago and demanded to speak with you. You were in a meeting and he couldn't provide a clear explanation for his call. He kept saying something about aerial borders. Anyway, we gave him to the Vice President. He barked something in Spanish and hung up. Given the President Leonardo's impulsive nature, maybe you should call him back and apologise for what happened before he turns this into an international incident. Okay, that sounds important. I was scrolling through my social media feed this morning. This is going to be another stupid proposition. I hate her. And I saw something your ex posted. Can you guess what old Kate is up to now, eh? You'll never guess. She's decided to get married again. You know what they say about the definition of insanity. I think we should send her a wedding present. I mean, at the end of the day, you spent so many years suffering as her husband. You should really congratulate the brave man who's taken it upon himself to shoulder the burden. Should I buy them a present? No. She's me ex. What do people not understand? Imagine if your lass come up to you and went, "Oh mate, it's your ex's birthday. Should we buy them a present?" I'd fucking slap her across the face. Are you mad? Are you dizzy, blood? There's something seriously wrong. Anyways, do you know what? I really want to just sack the First Lady off and get with Alta, because Alta's the absolute tits. Okay. So we are in... We can't actually do anything yet. We might be able to do Dove Hunt, actually. Depending on what it involves. Mr. President, are you convinced, instead of working for the good of Britain, my old good-for-nothing prince is out with his mistress and reducing the population of rare animals in the United States? I'm sure Robert is a good boy, but a lack of maternal attention has made him a bit infantile. Robert is doing a hunting at Camp David, and I'm sure he'll bring Rita with him. I hope you have people who can show Robert his dear really Rita isn't worth his time. Right. Drop me ring. I've dropped me ring. I haven't shat myself. I mean, I've actually just dropped the ring off my finger. Right. So, I think, lads, why don't we set up a honey trap? You think we should set up a honey trap? We send Sophie and Alta. That could be a good sketch. But we could also send Jacobo. I would like to get another assassination under my belt, if I'm honest. Because it actually amuses me greatly. Right, lads, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it an episode here. When we come back, I'm probably going to go into next month. But before we do... Oh shit, no, I was going to send her on a... Have I sent? I haven't used any of my break slots up yet. So we're okay. Oh, what's happening here? So when the Mobwed girls and their fans reached the White House, I personally went out and promised them that Brenton's case would be re-evaluated. I swear it was the first time I've ever seen real genuine pleasure on Leslie Jugg's face. They all went home and the DEA has already announced a new investigation into Brenton's other alleged crimes. I hope they lock that scumbag up and throw away the key, although his videos are pretty dope. I read an interview with your ex about her new marriage, hon. One of the things the journalist asked her was what you gave her as a wedding present, and she immediately started dunking on you. I stopped expecting presents from that cheapskate after our first year of marriage. She's me ex! Who buys the ex wedding presents? This game is fucking crackers. What is the logic behind this? Fuck, I don't even want to read it. I feel a little awkward about telling you this, sir, but after you called President Leonardo 7 times and he never called you back once, the whole White House started joking about how your long-distance relationships. But some people have also been openly criticising you for letting yourself be manipulated by an inane third world dictator. What, because it's a phone call? Or because I wanted to ring him and see what's happening? See, listen, the whole game, it just brings up a level of madness that is just crazy. Right. Call an episode there. See you in the next one, lads. Find out what's a cracker like.